How's it going, everyone? This is my hello, and Tails is yawning the hell out. Anyway, so this is Sonic 2 Blind. In the last video, we started Mystic Caves after doing Hilltop Zone, which I wasn't a big fan of, but Mystic Caves is tricky, I'll say that. Also, we conquered that one boss in Casino Night Zone that kicked my ass, but I figured out how to fight it, so that's cool. Well, I figured out a better way to fight it, rather, since the flipper way, I guess, is a welcome way to do it, but... Ooh, pendulum motions. Interesting. I approve. Voov, 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 voov. Vuvuzela. Remember that from 2012? 2012 was was a comparatively innocent time. Anyway, so, real life aside. Yeah, so, we took down that Eggman boss in Casino Night Zone, which I thought was going to give me more trouble, even with the other method, but it was okay. Once I got the hang of it, or once I was doing the proper method. Don't touch those shoes. It's like, I was talking about how sometimes if you know Sonic games enough, you feel rewarded when you can play through the zones, quickly, but sometimes you don't want to go too fast because you fall for traps that you can't see because they're off screen. Live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. That's the point. You're supposed to live and learn the game. Or you may never find your way. Live and learn! I have to say, Crush... Was it Crush 40 or whatever the band is? Not Blink-182. No, that's entirely different. Hell no. Crush 40, I think. But, yeah, Sonic games with music like, Open Your Heart or Live and Learn or City Escape, that's like, hallmarks of, the Sonic series, starting with Sonic Adventure. And, that's kind of the start of the 3D Sonics. And in a way, I feel like, from what I've seen, it seemed to usher in a new generation of Sonic fans. Because I guess from what I've seen, like those two Sonic Adventure games were released on the Dreamcast, but then they were re-released on the GameCube. Hell, I think Sonic 2, it's more known... No, Sonic Adventure 2 is more known as a GameCube game than as a Dreamcast game. Sonic Adventure was on the Dreamcast, and people would say that the superior version was on the Dreamcast because the GameCube version is a little more glitchy, not as well developed. And, then... Okay, I thought I was gonna, get spiked there. Okay, let's go back, because I feel like this is dangerous. It's dangerous! Maybe I want to go here. Yeah, I don't want to go here. Cool. Yeah, so... Wait, that's useless, because I already have a shield. Hi, Tails. You think you're so clever, so cute, doing make-believe play-along. So... It's like... The people who grew up with Sonics 1, 2, and 3... were people who were growing up with video gaming in the 90s. And maybe that included not only children, but also, adults. For Sonic Adventure, GameCube, so you have Nintendo fans who could play Sonic for the first time if they never owned a Nintendo console. And they were kids and adults in the early 2000s. So I feel like that's kind of a new new era of Sonic fans. No! Shit! That was bad timing. Actually, oh, it's the rocks I'm okay with. Okay, so I'm okay with having the rocks hit me, but the spikes or the I mean, they would have been stalactites, since stalagmites are on the ground because G is for ground. Stalactites, is on the ceiling because C is for ceiling, but the spiky rocks, pretty much, those are what I have to avoid. The round rocks, I'm okay with them hitting me, so... Okay, I got the pattern of this boss battle down. Don't say this is easy. You almost got hit in the face. You almost poked your eye out. Or shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. I remember that Christmas movie? What is it called? A Christmas movie? Is that it's... I know that the movie has a pretty simple title, but... It's a pretty fun movie, all things considered. It's a childhood favorite. Even though I never really watched it until 4th or 5th grade, but it was a fun movie, and my mom always loves to reference that movie. Mostly at, she loves to reference like a bit of narration from the very end of the movie when they were talking about turkey, because, like sometimes back in Christmas, my mom would like to prepare turkey or chicken stuff for Christmas, and, we'd have a lot of leftovers. So the narrator is, talking about the potential leftovers that they, could have had with the turkey. Actually, my mom references the Christmas movie not only with Christmas, but also with Thanksgiving. And, these days, since she's getting older, she's less likely to, prepare turkey for Christmas, while we have done something for Thanksgiving as well, because, heaven forbid, like, preparing turkey twice is a nightmare. But yeah, like, with Thanksgiving, we have turkey, and then we have leftovers. So whenever you talk about leftovers, my mom always loves to reference that monologue from this Christmas movie about turkey, noodle soup, turkey ashes, turkey sandwiches. So it's like a nice little childhood memory that my mom likes to bring up. Oil Ocean Zone. Man, this industrialization, I get it. I mean, that's... So I was actually talking about Sonic Adventure fans, actually, but, you look like you don't belong in this franchise. You look like you belong on Q*bert. Like, whoa. That... Are we on a conveyor belt? Why can't I... Why was I not allowed to crouch? That's why I was, like, weirded out, but... So, what was I going to talk about? Well, I was referencing the Christmas movie because of the whole you'll shoot your eye out. But... Jesus! I'm confused. But... Okay, this entire... What? Oh, I got a game over. Well, it's okay, I gotta continue. So, can you only get a maximum of 2 continues? Because I tried to get more continues, but maybe it's just because... So the criteria for getting a continue apparently is not getting a number of rings by the end of the level, but having a number of points by the end of the level, which, it helps if you have a lot of time and a lot of rings, since they count as bonuses for points. But that's where points are important. Getting okay, how did you land that landing so perfectly, Sonic? Alright, be more careful around this area. Hello, Q*bert. Or Launch Octopus. You're Launch Octopus. Except you're on a Sega console, not a Nintendo console. Mega Man X is awesome. It's a brilliant work of game. Although, I also like Mega Man X2 a lot, but I actually considered doing a Let's Play of Mega Man X2, except I realized that I was actually never good at the game because I only played the game on an emulator, so I had the benefit of save states, so I never actually got good at that game. Mega Man X I've gotten kind of good at, except not really, because I still struggle with Chill Penguin of all bosses. Yeah, I know, I struggle with Chill Penguin, the easiest boss. Or a joke boss, but yeah, I kind of struggle with Chill Penguin and Mega Man X. So it's a wonder I even managed to do a Mega Man X Let's Play. Well, maybe it's no wonder that I struggled so much with the final boss, but the final boss is just ass as well, so... like, Mega Man X has a very tough final boss. Because... But... The thing is, like, with those games, you could just have to get used to the fact that Mega Man X games can... Why is there a floating seahorse? Anyway, so... Christmas movie. I finished talking about that. Now... Sonic fans. I feel like there's a new generation of Sonic fans with the Sonic Adventure games because of... Well, maybe this discussion is finished because I made my point about how the GameCube is like 2 generations after the Genesis. And, for the Sonic Adventure games, that was like the first time for many people that they could play a Sonic game because those were also on Nintendo consoles. And then, those games also... those games are also more accessible to kids because of the 3D, the voice acting, the story, that kind of stuff, like this, just general silliness that would be appropriate for a kid's game. Or a kid's game of that time because, back in these days, this is all you get, as a kid. Jesus. Well, that could have gone much better, but it's okay. I'm not dead, and I don't do this to me, game. Okay, you're doing this to me, game. How do I get out of here? So those are like... Game? 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 What? Was that supposed to happen? Okay. Screw you too, Sonic. Ugh. I hate this area. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this area or zone to begin with. Okay, I was supposed to jump. How come I was unable to go back to the left once I crossed those purple walls? Like, I swear I wasn't able to move. Oh, spin dash this box. There we go. Yeah. Okay, these things I'm not too comfortable with, but man, look at that. Can I say, like, the visuals are actually really interesting. Like, they're really neat. Saying this as someone, a cynical bitch from 2017 who grew up with weird ass 3D models on the Nintendo 64. My perspective is this. That's my perspective. You know, I grew up with 3D models. Initially, like blocky ass 3D models on the N64, but later on, you know, more sophisticated graphics games. But what I'm saying is, why? Oh, there were like fans underneath. I was like, what? What? Why? I didn't ask for this, but is this? Hell, hi. This is Donkey Kong Country. Oh. This is Donkey Kong Country, except I wanted that one up. Is there an end to this madness? I guess there is. Cool. Maybe not. Okay. That was confusing. This game is confusing a bit. Maybe the proper way is to go in a different direction then. I think so, because I did not mean to do that. I'm actually going in the correct direction. Because, like, I usually have doubts whenever, you know, you go left in a video game, especially a 2D game, because, you know, well, I guess this is correct after all. I feel like I'm playing with fire whenever what happened? Oh, there's this fan. That's why. So, yeah, these visuals look amazing. Can I just say that? The orange to white gradient in the background to, you know, the sprites depicting industrial slog of the oil industry in the background, and then you have like this in the foreground. Like, this looks awesome. And then there's like orange and bleak for industrialization, which is like a huge contrast to nature, which the Sonic games used to be about industry versus nature before they turned into like, there's a giant cataclysmic monster that wants to destroy the world. Let's have Crush 40 sing a song. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Like, that's what the song, you know. And then even more cataclysmic monsters, and then Saturday morning cartoon antics, characteristic of Sonic colors, and then I don't know what they're trying to go for when it comes to theming in the newer Sonic games, but don't do that. That was the wrong way. Oh, these again. For some reason, these platforms remind me of stuff I would see in like Mega Man games, like Mega Man X games. Oh, there's a cannon there, like a Donkey Kong Country cannon. What? No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. Take me. Hi. Oh, I was supposed to go in through there. That's why. The game was freaking out for me, like, for me not doing things the intended way. Oh, I thought I was in the foreground. That's why. That's why I didn't really react to that. I'm, you know, making excuses, but... Oh, so this is a spring, but not exactly. Yeah, so that's actual... Yeah, that looks like it's in the foreground, so that's why I was a little confused, because, oh, it must be... So if you pause here, like, that shadow threw me off. Like, that shadow, is supposed to depict the fact that that thing is wrapped around this rod-like object. And it's like they're attempting at doing perspective, but I thought the shadow was like that thing was in front of the rod, like in front of the plane that I am on. So that's why I didn't react to it the first time I saw it. In other words, I'm just justifying. But yeah. So I guess my discussion is that I feel like there's like two generations of Sonic fans, and the most vocal Sonic fans these days are probably those who first grew up with Sonic Adventure. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm sure there's like I mean, obviously there is an overlap between the two generations I'm speaking of. Because, like, I'm sure, like, those who played the original Sonic games went on to play the 3D Sonic games. And, well, I guess I'll say this, like, I guess I'm saying for the first generation of Sonic fans, they would be the ones who were first introduced to Sonic, you know, or rather, they were the ones who grew up with these 2D Sonic games, because back then, these were the new games for them. But I'm saying for the second generation, for those guys, the new games are the 3D games. They had the option to go to older games, but their first ones were going to be the 3D ones, whereas for the first generation, they could go on to the later 3D games, but, you know, their first Sonic games will always be the 2D ones. Like, you know what I'm getting at with this discussion of the two generations of Sonic fans? Because I kind of feel like Sonic fans tend to behave in a peculiar manner, and a lot of Sonic fans, you know, are probably Sonic fans because of certain moments in the adventure games, like City Escape and like all that stuff. Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of Sonic fans, you know, that you see on the internet grew up with the 3D games, but there's still those. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this discussion? Do you think I'm just talking out of my ass, or you think you can kind of see this dichotomy as well? Look at me trying to be all complex with these vocabulary words I may or may not be using correctly, but no, what? Okay, maybe that way wasn't supposed to be the right way. Yeah, let's try different paths, because, you know, the thing about Sonic games is getting hit and then losing rings. No. The thing about Sonic games is that there's always branching paths. So what that means is that there's always alternate paths for exploration. So there's no one true answer to playing a Sonic game. Although I think like that would be like different in... No, even the newer 3D Sonic games have like branching paths as well. My most recent example of that, of learning about that, was Sonic 06. Like, I was trying to play through Wave Ocean on my own after recording that joke. I'm back here. Okay. What? No. This is not where I wanted to go. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Well, what's here then? No, I was here. I feel like I'm starting to get lost. And that's an interesting feat, getting lost in a 2D game. A 2D Sonic games of all things. So it seems like this is the way to go. But am I supposed to just build up speed or something? Is there something up there that I should pay attention to? Well, what's here? You know what? Maybe this is the correct way to go. This level is complex, I'll give it that. A lot of... Yeah, I guess I was supposed to go left again. Yeah, going left in a 2D platformer is not convention. Hence my confusion. I mean, I applaud it when games break convention. And, you know, it makes for some creative exploration of, like, making some Labyrinthian levels. Wait, was this where I was? No, I think this is different. Okay, where does this take? Oh wait, checkpoint. Cool. Because I think this might take me to the boss. I mean, this is Act 2, so any checkpoint will be the checkpoint before the boss. Indeed, this is the boss. Okay. Well, Tails, you better get your ass back here. Tails? Oh, no, this is a platform. I need to just jump. Okay, so this is the scenario. Get up. Next. Whoa. Okay, that was unexpected. Okay, so that thing I cannot touch, apparently. Ow. Can I crouch and not get hit? Well, I have no rings all of a sudden. This is great. Well, I got 3 hits. What? Was it because I was not in ball form? Ball form. What is this? Pokemon? So, of course, there is one concern, and that is the possibility of going to the boss without any rings. That was a nightmare, if you remember, back in the Sonic 1 days, so I don't wish to recreate those nightmares. Oh god, there's enemies everywhere. Oh wait, there's rings. What am I talking about? I'm safe. I'm okay. Well, let's go on our merry way to the boss, I guess. The background looks fantastic. The background is fantastic. Oh, I can hit him. So I guess the reason why I got damaged was because, you know, I got hit by... No, I can't really dodge this. Can I just... Am I just able to duck then? Like, what's a good way to dodge that? Because that's like at a perfect height so that... So, I mean, you can say that... Careful. So you can say that I can just... Okay, I dodged that. Like, it fires like one laser. Do I just crouch? Well... Okay. I have to go through that again. Great! Well, I kept my shield from earlier in the level, so that should be a good... Never mind, I lost it in... What the fuck? That was supposed to be my good attempt too, because I had like 37 rings and like... a shield. But I lost it all. I lost everything. I mean, I guess the key is to jump and dodge everything. So, the lasers. I think the lasers might give me trouble. Do I just duck to dodge them? I think that's the case. Yeah, I think that's the strategy. Just duck. Cool. I figured this boss out, guys. It only took me like a continue and a few lives. Then you go here. And then just duck. Cool. I figured it out. Now we just have to go through this slowly, and as long as I don't fuck up, you know. Oh god, he's onto me, he's learning. Okay, this is not good. Okay, tentacle's gonna come out of the water. So now I have to learn about when he's going to shoot when I'm crouching, because that's possibly the most dangerous. No! Whoa. I let go of the down button too soon. So, I think I said before that I don't have any more continues, and this is my last life. So, there was something that was brought up in the comments by a few people. And, you know, this was something that was brought up by people who had different beliefs on the system, I think. Or rather... So... in my Sonic 1 Let's Play, I used the level select code because... You know... Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, so here's the deal. So, this game doesn't save. Wait! Oh yeah, I didn't know to continue. What was I bitching about? Okay, I felt reinvigorated by the fact that I had another continue. Fuck off, Sonic. Fuck off, Eggman. I wanted to use a shield. Well, I still have my 23 rings. Let's save her. What the fuck would you... So he shoots 3 times. He can potentially shoot... Get the ring. Cool. And then jump here. Okay, so this robot gun. How do I deal? So he's gonna shoot... There, and there. And then he should shoot no more. Cool. Now the challenge is actually hitting Eggman, because you have to be careful. Oh wait, he's dead. He's dead. It doesn't matter about being careful doesn't matter. Cool. So what I was going to bring up was the fact that, you know, you can't save in Sonic. at least in these games. So if you get a game over, you're sent back to the beginning. Now, I try to be... My original intent was to be pure and, you know... Oh, I think I heard this song before. Man, it sounds so 80s. Oh, that's why. Smooth McGroove did this song. That's why. Okay, I guess I'll be hearing more of this when I play, but so I guess I'll ask you guys this, and I'll actually put a straw poll link, or like a straw poll in the comments below in one of my pinned comments.
Come on!
Should I use the level select code when the need arises? Some of you said I should use the level select code, and one of you said that you understand the need for it, but you did lose interest, or you stopped watching my Sonic 1 Let's Play when I started using the level select code. I do admit that beating Sonic 1 while using the level select code was not satisfying, but
Come on!
there's the fact that I'm doing a blind Let's Play, so I'm kind of playing this game under an unusual circumstance that most players aren't under, and that is playing the game while maintaining some schedule. So, like, this would not be a problem if this game had a save feature, but like I said, if I get sent back to the beginning of the game because I lose all my lives, I have to go through like 7 zones now. Now, some of them, I mean, theoretically I've gotten better at some of the zones, but it's quite a chore. I mean, this might not have been a problem in Sonic 1 maybe, but Sonic 2 is long. So, that's a question I'll pose to you. Should I use the level select code in this Let's Play when the need arises? And if so, like, how should I use it? Should I use it to get back to the very same zone that I died in? Or should I, like, if I die in Act 1, do I have to go back to Act 2? Or should I go back to a zone before that, just as like a, quote, punishment for myself? You decide of how I should use the level select code. So, anyway, so thanks for watching, and I guess we'll do Metropolis Zone. I have 8 minutes to beat the zone, so thanks for watching.